Hajime Komoto is the author and illustrator of the Japanese manga series Mashle, Magic and Muscles. It has been serialized in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine from January 2020. Our protagonist, Mash Burndeed, is a young guy who was born without magic in this anime's magical universe. He must become a divine visionary, Shinkakusha, a designation awarded to exceptional Eastern Magic Academy pupils, in order to coexist peacefully with his adopted grandpa. Mash enrolls at a magic school despite having no magical skills and having to rely only on his physique to stay alive. Go no further if you're seeking for anime similar to Mashle, Magic and Muscles. You'll love the list I put up, which is amazing. Number 10. Beelzebub. Japanese manga creator Ryuhei Tamura created the Beelzebub series. It was initially released in 2008 as a one-shot in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump. Ishiyama High is a location where criminal activity is rife, where violent outbursts are frequent, and where disorderliness is rife. To never cross Tatsumi Oga, a first-year student who is regarded as Ishiyama's most brutally talented fighter, is an unwritten rule that all adhere to. One day, when Oga is sitting by a riverbed, he comes upon a guy who is floating downstream. When Oga saves him, the man's body surrenders, splitting down the middle to reveal a child who clings to Oga's back right away. Unknown to him, this child is Kaiser de Emperana Beelzebub IV, often known as Baby Beel, the Demon Lord's progeny. Oga later learned that the child was the child of the Demon King, and Oga was chosen to raise the child along with a maid named Hilda. The film revolves around his life turned upside down with Baby Beel and Hilda. Number 9. Tesla Note. Masafumi Nishida and Tadayoshi Kubo created the manga series Tesla Note, which was then drawn by Kutra Sanomiya. From January to July 2021, it was published in serial form in Kodansha's weekly Shonen magazine. Botan and his companions are at the core of the Tesla Note story. The shards of Tesla, the legacy of the brilliant inventor Nikola Tesla, are what they want to reclaim. Depending on their objectives, the first person reach the crystal will either win or destroy the planet. From an early age, Botan and his companions began their ninja training. Botan Nagoro, who has been trained to be the best spy, pairs up with Kuruma, another top-notch spy. In order to prevent the end of the world, Mission T is a covert mission. Number 8. Black Clover. Japanese manga creator Yuki Tabata created the Black Clover series. It has been serialized in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine since February 2015. The narrative centers on Yuno and Asta, who were brought up together. They learned that the greatest wizard in the realm was known as the Wizard King, and they vowed to fight it out for the title of the succeeding Wizard King. When they turn 15, Yuno receives a magnificent grimoire with a 4-leaf clover. Asta, who is completely incapable of using magic, is urgently trying to develop his physical abilities. Number 7. Reign of the Seven Spellblades. From May 2019, Kadokawa Shoten's Shonen Manga magazine, Monthly Shonen Ace, has been serializing this Japanese light novel series with illustrations by Sake Isuno. This narrative takes place at a private high school that enrolls saviors, or students who have reawakened memories from past lives. Some of them are Shirogane, who use weapons and fighting strategies created from their own prana energies to defeat foes. Others, like the Kuroma, employ magic to eliminate foes so they may control physics-defying mana abilities. A boy named Moroha Haimura enrolls in this institution. He is the first person ever to have lived as both Shirogane and Kuroma. Number 6. World Break, Aria of Curse for a Holy Swordsman. Akamitsu Awamura wrote the first book of the Japanese light novel series, and Rifea provided the illustrations. Since November 2012, 20 volumes have been released by SB Creative. The story is set in a private high school that specializes in training saviors, teenagers with memories of their past lives. Some of them are Kurogane, fighting their enemies with weapons and techniques derived from the prana powers in their bodies. Others are Kuroma, who destroy enemies with magic to control mana abilities that can exceed physical limits. A teenager named Moroha Haimura joins this school. He is the first person in history with both Kurogane and Kuroma past lives. Number 5. Mob Psycho 100. Shigeo Kageyama, an 8th grader dubbed Mob, due to his psychic abilities, discovered his powers at a young age. But as he realizes the potential dangers associated with them, he suppresses his abilities and only uses them to impress his crush, Tsubomi. However, this tactic soon loses its allure. In search of control over his powers, Mob turns to Arataka Reagan, a swindler posing as a psychic. Taking advantage of Mob's abilities, Reagan uses them for personal gain, which leads to Mob's mundane task of exorcising evil spirits. Nevertheless, Mob's power runs deeper than his awareness, and as he continues to use them, he edges closer to an extreme burst of unrestrained emotions and immense potential that is unstoppable. Nothing can prevent this progression. Number 4. The Disastrous Life of Seiki K. Shuichi Aso's The Disastrous Life of Seiki K is a Japanese manga series written and drawn by him. After a series of one-shot chapters were released from 2010 to 2011, the manga was serialized in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump from May 2012 to February 2018. Kusuo Seiki's psychic abilities aren't the dream come true that one might expect them to be. Despite his extensive range of supernatural talents, such as telepathy and X-ray vision, they have become more of a burden than a blessing. The constant troubles that his abilities cause have left Kusuo wishing for an uncomplicated existence where he can be blissfully unaware. However, living a simple life is impossible for a psychic. Even though Kusuo keeps his powers hidden from his peers, he unwittingly attracts the attention of a group of quirky individuals, including scatterbrained Riki Nendu and delusional Shun Kaidu. The noise surrounding him has given Kusuo a newfound appreciation for the challenge of obtaining the ordinary life that he desires. Number 3. Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. Welcome to Demon School. Iruma-kun is a Japanese manga series created by Osamu Nishi. It has been serialized in Akita Shoten's shonen manga magazine since March 2017. It tells the tale of Iruma Suzuki, whose parents sell him to a demon and transport him to the demon realm. Iruma is taken in by the demon Sullivan and raised as his grandson. Iruma is enrolled at the demon school in Babels, where Sullivan is the headmaster of. Iruma is cautioned by Sullivan not to ever expose his human nature. A remarkable journey begins for Iruma as he navigates challenges, confronts his fears, and ultimately rises to become a standout among supernatural beings. Number 2. My Hero Academia. Kohei Horikoshi is the creator of the Japanese superhero manga series My Hero Academia. Weekly Shonen Jump has run a serialized version of it. Izuku Midoriya, a boy who was born in a world where superpowers are ordinary but yet has a goal of becoming one, is the protagonist of the novel. Japan's greatest hero, All Might, thoughts Izuku Midoriya and decides to make him his successor. My Hero Academia is an excellent anime series to watch if you like the way it creates a heroic and supervillain universe. Number 1. One Punch Man. The original webcomic version of the Japanese superhero series One Punch Man was published in early 2009. The manga that is now running was independently released in 2009. The narrative centers around Saitama, who enjoys a pretty unusual pastime, playing heroes. Saitama diligently trained for 3 years, losing all of his hair in the process. In order to realize his boyhood goal, he is so strong that he only needs one punch to beat any foe. Genos suggests that the two become members of the Hero Association so that they might be accredited as heroes and be recognized for their services to society. Today's video has also been ended. I'll see you in the next part. Please give me one like and one subscribe channel if you like the video.